I became a full instructor under Guru Dhananand Santo back in 2000, so there was always going to be a Kali influence. Now Kali is weapons based, but there is an empty hand area known as Panatukan, and Panatukan will offline against an attack using limb destructions before going back through an opponent using traps and wrenches and body manipulation to set up their strikes. And in theory, this should transition into sport fighting. But when the emphasis is on not getting hit, I ran into problems. When you angle off and throw a combination against a sport fighter who's conditioned, they'll take your hits and return their own. Now, even if they don't connect properly, when you angle off, you'll be off balance and you'll end up stumbling. Bearing in mind, in competition, you may even get a count. Now, you could angle off and go back at your opponent, but that means you're taking your head closer to the threat. And our first principle was to stay out of no man's land. So we used the footwork to get our head further away and make a bigger elusive shape. And this fitted in with our second principle, which was get off the track. The problem was when we came back and threw a regular boxing punch, we would lose a beat. We would lose the initiative. So we had to make the shape and then be able to punch or kick from that shape. A light bulb went off when Sifu Rick Fay was teaching Numerada. Why do we reset? Why not continue to flank and constantly work towards the back? So in 2008, I started teaching it in class and I lost some students because they just wanted to stay toe to toe and do, rock 'em and sock 'em. But I couldn't go back to teaching that. But the ones that stayed, we trained with 5 techniques initially and 3 principles. And I didn't even have a name for it back then. I used to call it Competition Kali, which was just a really bad name.